What do you most enjoy sharing with others? What do you most enjoy sharing with others? What do you most often find yourself sharing with others? Maybe it's the same or maybe it's something different. What do you most often find yourself sharing with others? With whom would you like to forge a new relationship or alliance? With whom would you like to forge a new relationship or alliance? What in you most needs to be nurtured right now? What in you most needs to be nurtured right now? So, wherever you are, just take a moment to tune into your body and what might feel really good right now. How would you like to experience this meditation tonight? Maybe you'd like to be sitting or even standing up. Maybe you're really wanting to lie down and curl up with a pillow or a blanket. Any of that is okay. If at any point you want to change your position or even find some movement in your body as you're exploring this meditation practice, feel free to do that. At all times, your eyes can be either open or closed. Sometimes it might change which one allows you to feel like you can kind of go within, tune in with yourself. Just take a few minutes to observe your breath and just notice what's going on there. No need to change anything. Just notice the movement of your breath, how it's moving right now. As you wind down from your day. If it feels good on your next exhale, you might want to let out a sigh. Release anything that you might be holding on to. If that felt good, you can do that as many times as you like. Just take a moment to tune into your body and see what's going on there. Scanning from your toes to your legs, to your knees, to your hips, all the way up your back and down your arms, to the top of your head. Is there anywhere that might need some movement or a stretch? Or any part of you might need some adjustment before we settle into our meditation? When you feel ready, you can bring your attention to the Two of Cups card, either by gazing gently at that image in front of you now, or just imagining it how you imagine it to look in your mind, in your memory. Just take a moment to notice your own thoughts and feelings that rise up to meet this card in response to this image. Notice how this image makes you feel in this moment right now. How would you describe its energy? Your Two of Cups from your own deck may depict two figures. Maybe they're human, maybe they're animal, or something else entirely. Maybe just two cups. Just notice the interaction of these figures, whatever they are. How do they hold themselves in relation to each other? What gestures do they make? You may want to imitate, either physically or just in your imagination, a gesture or posture that you observe in this image, just to see what it feels like. To use your feeling body to connect with what's being expressed. And see if that helps you to feel what's likely to happen next. The Suit of Cups relates to the element of water. The element of water relates to the intuition and the emotional body. It's known for its flexibility and its adaptability, ability to empathize, to sense others' emotions, and for psychic abilities. Like our emotions, the element of water can take many forms. This month, we are exploring the twos as the duality of their suits. It can be interesting to think of the aces as relating to the temperance card of the major arcana, as the temperance card shows us the possibility of what can be done when we have two things in our possession. While the twos in the minor arcana tend to depict more of a struggle with the same predicament. Now, the Two of Cups is not often regarded as depicting a struggle. If we compare it to the Temperance card, where we are in possession of two cups, we see that in the Two of Cups, somebody else is now taking possession of one of these cups. And this requires relationship and negotiation. There's an interaction here. There's a dynamic here that is not fully in our own control. Tonight, we will explore how we relate to others, some relationship dynamics, and to ourselves. I invite you to bring to mind a person who always seems to be in need of something from you. Maybe someone you know now, or someone you knew in the past. Just imagine sitting with this person now. What is it that they need from you? How do they express this need to you? Do they have just one need, or do they have many? Do they tell you just once what they need from you, or do they repeat themselves, letting you know again and again? Just build up this image for yourself. Might not be a person that needs something all the time, but just a moment when someone did needs a lot from you. Remember the details of how that person looks, how it feels to be in their presence, and how it feels now, remembering them needing something from you. Now see if you can trade places with this person. You just let the thought of them drop away. See if you can allow yourself to take their place. You are now the needy one. What do you need? How do you express what it is that you need? Who do you express it to? How do you feel having a need and expressing it? Take a moment just to build up this scene in front of you now. Maybe a particular memory comes to mind. Maybe there's a particular person that you always know you can count on and you'd like to imagine that they're sitting with you right now. Now letting this go. Bring to mind someone else, someone who tends to withdraw, either physically or emotionally. Maybe it's hard to get this person to spend any time with you or to find time. Maybe when they're there, they just don't really seem to connect or to share very much that's personal. It could be someone you know now or someone you knew in the past. Just imagine you're sitting with this person right now. Maybe a particular memory comes to mind. Maybe you can just imagine where you might be sitting with them, what that environment would be like where you would be with this person. Notice what they're saying to you, what you're saying to them. Notice what the quality of this time spent with this person feels like for you. Now see if you can let this go and trade places with this person, or just let them drop away and see if you can take their place. Now you are the person who doesn't want to share how you're feeling, who doesn't want to make time for someone. When do you feel this way? With whom do you feel this way? Just take a moment to build this scene up in your mind and your imagination. Maybe a specific memory that comes to mind. Just remembering what that feels like, or imagining a time when you may feel that way. How do you make time for yourself? How do you exert your boundaries or express your boundaries when you don't want to give that time away to another? Now, if you can allow this to drop away, and bring someone to mind with whom you feel very safe and secure. Might be your romantic partner or a best friend. Might be a therapist or a teacher. Maybe it's someone you don't even know too deeply, but you see regularly. Superintendent of your building, your barista. It's someone who's always got a kind word, and that could be the most safe and secure person in your life, and that's okay. Whoever that is that comes to mind, it could be someone who's in your life now or someone who was there in the past. Just imagine now sitting with that person, noticing what they are saying or doing, noticing what you are saying or doing. Just all around how it feels to be in the presence of this person. Now see if you can trade places with this person. You just let the thought of them drop away and see if you can take their place. You are now the person with whom you feel very safe and secure. You are the person who always has a smile and a kind word for yourself. Just take the next couple minutes to notice how it feels to spend time with yourself. To give all your attention to yourself. Just allow yourself to savor these final moments of your meditation before we begin our transition. Just take a moment to revisit any part that you'd like to return to or any detail you'd just like to remember for later. When you feel ready to begin your transition, take as much time as you need. And you just want to begin to deepen your breath. You want to flutter your eyes open a little bit, slowly bridging that connection back to your current environment. You want to take a stretch, find some other movement. You want to take a drink of water. Anything that helps you to reorient to the environment around you with ease.